book lovers, I'm Elise, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be putting together my 23 books for 2023 TBR. What I've done is I've written down about 40 reading prompts and I put them in this bag. I asked people on Instagram to give me some ideas, and I asked my kids for a couple, and I asked my boyfriend Nick for a couple. There's a variety. My only rule for myself is I'm only allowed to pick books from my physical TBR. So I have a book cart here, I have this, I don't know, zigzag bookshelf, this shelf here, and then I do actually have quite a few stacks over on my dresser. Those are the only books that I'm picking from because I really need to work on shrinking my physical shelf. Okay, just go like this. All right, so the first prompt is going to be a book on the cover. Here's the fun part. Here, I'm gonna put this up here for a second. Nope. Well, what would have a book on the cover? I don't know. Okay, here's one. There's the book. The Storied Life of A.J. Fikry by Gabrielle Zevin. Second prompt. A duology or trilogy. I have a couple options for this. I have These Violent Delights and Our Violent Ends by Chloe Gong. The Lord of the Rings trilogy, which I do really want to read. I read the first one like back in junior high school, and part of the Two Towers, but I never finished it. You know what? I'm gonna do it. The Lord of the Rings trilogy. These are the old movie covers. Like see, this is really beaten up a little bit because I read that one. This one's slightly beaten up because I read part of it, and this one's like perfect condition. Cool. This is the year that I read the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Prompt number 3. I need to keep track because that's 4 books now. Okay. Author duo. I know exactly what I want to read. Ooh, maybe I don't. I have 2 books by Christina Lauren here. I'm gonna go with Soulmate Equation. I'm not gonna count the prompts anymore because I've already lost count. A book with an apple on the cover. Oh, I also have a bookshelf out in the hallway that's all my book of the month. I forgot about that one. Okay, because I know what book I want from that. Apples Never Fall by Leanne Moriarty. Okay. Set in the future. So probably like a sci-fi would be my guess. Ooh, okay. I think this takes place in the future. 2203. Sea of Tranquility by Emily St. John Mandel. This was actually on my 22 books of 2022 list that I did not get to. So that's perfect that it's going to be on this list now. Okay, a booktuber's, what did I say? A booktuber's favorite book of 2022. I will have to do some research on this one. I know people's favorite books of the year videos are kind of starting to come out, so I'll have to pick a booktuber and select a book from their list of best books of the year. So I'm hanging on to this one for now. Okay. Most rated on Goodreads TBR. So let me pull up my Goodreads. Number of ratings. I should have also said my other rule for myself is unless specifically stated, like the duology or trilogy, I'm not gonna pick a book that is the start of a series. And I'm saying that because the most rated my Goodreads TBR is The Hunger Games, and because that's a trilogy, I'm not gonna pick that. Hunger Games, I'm not doing. Gone Girl, I don't have that, but I do have Little Women. Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. A book over 400 pages. What is this one? Perfect. Fairy Tale by Stephen King. An author I've never read before. That should also be easy. I'm gonna go look at my book of the month shelf and try to pick something from there. Babel by R.F. Kuang. All right, second chance author. So this is supposed to be an author that I've read from once before and didn't really like the book, didn't like the writing style, whatever it may be. That could be hard. What is a book that I didn't like? I'm gonna bend the rules a little bit because this would not be my second time reading this author. It would be my fourth time reading this author. Majority of the time I've not enjoyed my reading experience. So that author is Grady Hendrix. So I will be adding the Final Girl support group. I'm really starting to think that I just don't like this author. It's not really a second chance, it's a fourth chance, but I'm gonna go with it. A book set on an island. This feels hard. I don't know where all these books are set. Let me look around. Okay, I found one. This one is on a remote island off the coast of Ireland. The Guest List by Lucy Foley. An author I've rated 5 stars. Who have I rated 5 stars? Kristen Hanna, John Mars, Riley Sager. Ooh. I'm gonna say Riley Sager, and I'll be reading The Last Time I Lied. Okay. Has a number in the title. Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. A booktuber's worst book of 2022. So that's another one that I will have to do some research on. Read a sequel. Okay, I know. Fly Away by Kristen Hanna. This is the sequel to Firefly Lane, which I read 14 years ago. So I might need to give that a reread before jumping into this one. Tea or coffee on the cover. All right, let's see. After Alice by Gregory Maguire. Little teacup. A Best Book of 2022 winner. So that's gonna be a book that was deemed like Best Book of 2022, one of the winners on Goodreads, or the Barnes & Noble Book of the Year, Book of the Month's Book of the Year. What was Book of the Month's? Book of the Month's was Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. Barnes & Noble was Lessons in Chemistry. I'm gonna go with that. Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis. A book with music or instrument on the cover. The Violin Conspiracy by Brendan Slocum. A book that's been adapted. This is a new one that I just picked up a couple days ago, but Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton? Crichton? I think that's how you say it. You guys, I've been looking for a copy of this book for years, and they've all been so ugly or like funny shaped. And then at Books A Million, I found this copy. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, 2 books left. Cover with a tree on it. Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak. And the final book. I have a lot of prompts left. Maybe I did 50. A title written in cursive. Nanny Needed by Georgina Cross. Okay, now I'm going to go do a little bit of research and pick a book from a booktuber's worst books of 2022 and best books of 2022. Maybe I can do the same person. That'd be interesting if I could read it from the same person. Okay, I'm back. Whew. Yeah, not everybody has their best and worst books of 2022 videos up yet, so had to do some digging. I started watching Katie Colson. I started with her worst, and I didn't own any of the books that she had on her worst books of 22 list. So then I went over to Gabby Reed's. I didn't own any that she had on her best books of 22 list. And then I got to Meg with Books, and I had a book from each of her lists, so I chose her videos. A book from Meg's worst books of 2022 was Shiver by Allie Reynolds. And a book from her best books of 2022 list was Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I think that's 23. I hope that's 23. I am really excited for this new year and all the books that I'm going to be reading. I'm excited to really work on my physical TBR. I haven't been buying books as much this year except for Book of the Month, but I feel like I've been getting a lot of books from the library or on Scribd, reading those instead of reading the books that I have here that are taking up space. It's definitely gonna be a goal of mine in the new year is to focus on the books that I already own. All right, thank you so much for joining me today. Please remember to like and subscribe if you have not done so already, and let me know what books you are most looking forward to reading in the new year. And until next time, bye.